Good morning, YouTube. ARCHMAN here. A little coffee talk, a little knife talk. Long time no see. Uh, Chilling in the camper here in Colorado for the summer. Might hear some traffic coming in and out. I'm at the outpost, so yeah, rafting trips coming in and out. You never can tell what kind of shenanigans will go on, but I'll try to speak up if that's the case. But talk a little bit about. Sorry about shaking the camera. Talk a little bit about my new Strider SnG. I've done a lot of Strider videos in the past, and I currently don't have any other Strider knives than this guy. I've just kind of been going through, thinking about what really scratches my itch, and what honestly what scratches my itch the most with knives is the Sabenzas, and mainly, it's just kind of the blade play issues with the radius lock, and I could tell that, even though I've never had a Strider, that displayed that very, very significantly, but I could just tell that they were on their way, so definitely got rid of those, and but picked up the one with the new lock, I don't know, a week ago, something around there. And I guess first thing, I bought this from knifeart.com, and Larry at knifeart.com was excellent to deal with. For me, I really like to talk to a person at a knife website, whatever it is, and I really want to know about the exact knife that they may or may not be putting in a box and shipping to me, and Larry was excellent with that. Just I asked him about the blade centering and different things like that, and he was very honest, cautiously honest, but very honest, and said, I can't tell you this knife is perfect. It was like, if you want a perfect knife, then I've got several Sabenzas in stock. And I said, well, it just so happens that I have several Sabenzas, also, so it's yeah, I mean, I wanted to try this out, so he said, I'll just send it to you, and if you don't like it, send it back. And he did say the blade centering was off, but honestly, it's definitely good enough. It's just a cock hair off center, which is totally acceptable for me. So right out of the box, my initial impressions. First thing, obviously, I checked was check out the new lock face, the lock interface, whatever you want to call it. It looks great, it feels great. It better, but no, it seems excellent. I really hope that this new lock face is going to work out and remedy some of the lock rock problems that Striders have had in the past. I would not say at all, though, that lock rock in a Strider is a problem, just because if you think about the way that it's radiused, yeah, it might wiggle, but I seriously doubt that it's actually going to fail on you. I would say that it's more likely that the new lock face might get squeezed out, because it's a ramp, where the old lock face isn't a ramp, it kind of levels out flat. So yeah, the lock rock is gonna, force the blade to the flat spot, and then that's it. It's not gonna go any farther. So, I guess kind of a double-edged sword. It just depends on what you want. But so yeah, stoked on that. The next thing that I noticed was, first thing I thought was, man, the motherfuckers, they didn't get the pin centered. It's like it's pushed off to one side or the other, but that actually is not the case. The pin is centered. What's going on here is, I don't know if it's just this SnG or if this is what they're doing now, but the SnG slab is thinner. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but where the G10, the fuck did I say, SnG side? I don't know. Sorry guys, it's early. The G10 side is definitely thinner than the titanium side now, and I've never noticed that before. I would say this is my 8th Strider folder, and my fifth SnG, well, the fifth SnG that I've actually had in my pocket. This is the sixth SnG I bought, but one got lost in the mail. You may or may not have seen that video, but yeah, and it's definitely different. I don't know if it's just the black. I kind of went online and started looking at other pictures, and it didn't really seem that noticeable in any of the pictures, but certainly noticeable in hand. I wouldn't say that that is a negative. I might throw it in there as like maybe a con, but because I would certainly prefer it to be more symmetrical, but it is what it is. And I've not found a knife. I don't know of any other knife maker, production, or custom that I don't know, that makes a knife that scratches my itch like either one of these knives, the Sebenza or the Sebenza 21 in particular, or the Strider SnG in particular. I mean, surely there's other knives, but out there that display, robustness, quality, and just kind of a simple build is really what I'm interested in. But they just don't, like I said, they just don't scratch my itch. There are things that I don't like. Some kind of curve on the handle in some place, whatever it is, it just doesn't appeal to me. It might be a little heavier than I want, just different things. For what it is, I feel like the Strider SnG is certainly worth $400. Even given that they've shaved down the G10 a little bit. I don't think they shaved it down. I think they're just using a thinner stock for the G10 now. Obviously, it still is, integral, integral backspacer, which I think is just awesome. I love the way it looks. I like that it's kind of simple, less parts, all that kind of thing. Excellent. So let's see, what else about this SnG? It's taken me a while I've had lots of different SnGs, stonewashed titanium, flame titanium, and back and forth, and I definitely prefer the flame titanium. I just really like the way it looks. I like the way it kind of scuffs after use a little bit. It kind of shows the use, just kind of is what it is. I don't really like the polished appearance of the stonewashed titanium, but I guess that's up to you. But just my experience and the different knives that I've had, that's what I prefer. The ghost stripes, I hate bead blasted blades. I mean, I feel like they kind of resist cutting, and they also hold moisture and cause rust. I took this knife on the river the other day and put it in a semi-dry pocket in my PFD, and the motherfucker actually got rust spots on it, which I was definitely bummed about. I kind of scrubbed them off very lightly with a 3M pad, and then went back with flits and just did polishing as much as I could, or as much as I wanted to, just to remove that rust. Eventually, I will go ahead and knock down the bead blast as much as I can. But again, I really do like the way the ghost stripes look. But again, I'm kind of interested in performance as much as aesthetics with a knife. So I'll definitely knock down that bead blast, but where it's still visible, but just not going to hinder either cutting or offer a surface that is prone to rusting. So yeah, that is what it is with the ghost stripes. I wouldn't recommend it from a performance standpoint, but I do feel like it looks cool. So, let's see. Anything else I can say that I haven't said on a SnG video before? Not really, guys. The knives that I like the most, again, are the SnG. I would say that, the Sebenza. I would say I prefer the Sebenza over the SnG, but the one thing that the SnG has going for it over the Sebenza for me is it's more fun to dick with and just kind of knife-bait with. But anyhow, guys, keeping it under 10 minutes. Palabra a tu madre, and don't let your meatloaf, boys.